Energy, the exclusive energy drink of the EFC. The Capitol Hotels and Apartments, right where you need to be. Nevada Cider, a meticulously crafted premium dry cider. Ignite Knox Hydrate by Dricus Duplessis. Hydrate, replenish, and recover.
This is the official post-event press conference for EFC 119 from the World Sports Betting Arena, Johannesburg, South Africa.
Well, if we don't just keep on knocking these incredible fight nights out the park, eh? Fans, everybody that works at EFC, wow, you guys know how to put on a great show. Fans, you know how to support your favorite fighters. It was incredible. EFC 119 was such a huge success. Let's unpack the performance bonuses and fight of the night. Yassine Adams put on a hell of a performance in his debut. He's definitely getting a performance bonus. British Boluyang for that the knockout, walk-off knockout against Christian. Patrick Achemi, great win, buddy. Horatius Alonu, great win. 2 performance bonuses there. And fight of the night, I mean, it goes without saying, it has got to be given to that incredible title fight, that flyweight title fight between Edson Machivane and Terence Balelo. I do have some other things I want to hand out, but I'll wait for the athletes to arrive. Let's pass it over to media.
Graham, how did you score that main event title fight?
Well, I'll tell everybody here, I'm not going to mince my words. I think that Terence won that fight. I could have had blinkers on. I think it wasn't scored correctly. And with that being said, I love having Edson Machivane as a champion. We will support the fact that he is the champion, but I want to do a rematch. I think that fight deserves a rematch, first event of next year. I'm going to try and book it and get it done. Vili will have to wait a little bit before he gets his hands on the opportunity, but I think we've got to settle that score.
And in comparison, what did you make of the title fight in the co-main event?
Co-main event, yeah, I mean, bit of a stalemate. I completely understand what happens to the mind of a fighter. After 15 years, I've seen it happen on occasion where the moment is just so big and it becomes a stalemate. And they just negated each other's styles. Both are counter strikers. And stylistically, maybe we would have never put that fight on if it was their build-up towards a title. But it was a title. They were the 2 best. And if you look on all the websites across Africa, Ashley was telling me this, you'll see those ladies are number 1 and 2. So that fight had to take place. And I'll say it, and I hope she's watching, but I know Amanda Lino has been blowing up my phone saying she's the rightful bantamweight champion. Hell, we'd wanted to sign the fight. We'll put the fight on tomorrow for you to fight Juliet, absolutely. But we also have an opportunity for Juliet to possibly go down to flyweight and compete there, and fight Amanda at flyweight, because that's where Amanda wants to be. So, yeah.
My question, this is Yao Kick him in the head, is for Rage. How does it feel to be the first man to put down the gorilla, Zico Makengele?
Yeah, what can I say? That guy is a beast, you know, first of all. He's a real gorilla, you know, but, you know, fight is fight. It could go all the way, it could go by knockouts. But it feels good, though. It feels good. I can't deny the fact that it feels good, really. Yeah, it feels good.
Jade and Ashley here from Jackhammer Podcast. My question goes out to Shadrach. Shadrach, how do you feel about your performance tonight?
I'll be very honest. We prepared way better than that. No excuses, even though it was a shoulder injury or whatever, but the performance-wise, that's obviously not me. 100%. That is not me. That will never be me again, regardless of what the situation. It's my 2nd time in my career popping a shoulder in a fight. And tonight I've just proven, even on my voice, I can still win a fight. So unfortunately, I couldn't give the performance that you guys deserve. But no matter what the circumstances, next fight will definitely look better.
Question for Patrick. Hey, Patrick. So for the longest time, you've been talking about how you want to be part of these press conferences, and you had a stunning finish there, which basically led to you now being here. So how do you feel to finally be part of this press conference?
I'm very grateful to God Almighty to be here today, and I really put in a lot of hard work, and I'm grateful to God that I got the win today. So, yeah, thank you.
Since both of you are up there, and I'll take this to Ndidi, in the build-up to this fight, we had 4 Nigerians on the card taking on DRC fighters. I spoke to Juliet after she won about what this would mean, and she's asking the government back in Lagos to actually take a look at our combat athletes here in the EFC who have come from Nigeria. What do you think that both your victories as well as Juliet's victory here tonight mean for the growth of Nigerian mixed martial arts?
So our victories should be a push in the right direction, you know, in mixed martial art back home. But I can't really say, you know, it's different back home. You know, here they recognize us. Back home, you know, it's different. I can't really say, but I pray because of the federations, you know, coming up, the MMA federations coming up. I think they're gonna start looking into it. The government and the rest of them, they're gonna start looking into it, and then I think they're gonna put more effort, you know, to groom athletes and support them, you know, as far as they can. Yeah.
My next question is for Patrick. Patrick, I'm hearing a lot of people say that the win was controversial. What are your thoughts on that?
I really didn't understand why my opponent was complaining, because I feel like the referee made a good call. It could have been worse, really, because I had chances of throwing elbows, but because I saw it was already hurt, so there's no point of me going further. So I would say the referee did a good thing by actually putting a stop to it, because if not for that, because I came in here for a kill, because I know it's strong, can take a beating, and it can give a beating as well. So I came very prepared. You know, I know it's either to kill or be killed. So yeah.
My question is for Graham, the matchmaker. So we saw great welterweight performances from Ndidi, Horatius Delonu, and what are your plans for the welterweight division once Zakir and Luke fight for the title? Because you're getting a welterweight division that's starting to stack up.
Yeah, I mean, we could do a title fight between Ndidi and one of those guys, but I would like to see Peace come in the mix and actually do a #1 contender fight. It makes the most sense. It would really stack up, you know, and it would add credence if Zach beats Luke in December and he remains the welterweight champion, and you got Horatius coming and beating X. That would be a great fight because it's a rematch. And X plugging himself back into that contention, because he goes out there and he finishes fights. X puts on huge performances. So stylistically, from what I saw Horatius do tonight, in that last minute of him just unloading on Zico, him and X in that type of fight would be an incredible fight. So I really want to see that happen first event, please, for the next year.
My next question goes to Graham Cartmel, the VP of Talent. Graham, in the meantime, while Luke is fighting Zakir for the welterweight strap, what is happening in the middleweight division? What's in the background there?
Yeah, so we did offer the fight to Shadrach as a #1 contender. He was meant to fight Luke. Luke then wanted to do the welterweight title fight first, and the plans are for Shadrach, now that he's got another victory under his belt, to come on and fight against the winner against Luke Michael. I don't think it'll be the first event of next year, but possibly the second event of next year.
And we have the new bantamweight women's champion walking onto the stage. So my question is for you, Juliet. How does it feel being a Nigerian champion here in the EFC, and what are your plans for your career going forward?
Before you answer that, hang on, Juliet, I've got something for you. These are our champion jackets by Live Fit, and you can only get these if you become an EFC champion. This is yours. You deserve it. Well done. Thank you. You put on a hell of a fight. Thank you. Sorry.
So yes, Juliet, as the new bantamweight women's champion, giving the title a home, how do you feel about this win, and what are your plans going forward?
How do you feel?
If if I say I feel amazing, I'm not wrong, but it doesn't qualify it. Like, it's not enough to express how I feel. I feel so great. I feel like it was looking like impossible, but it's quite possible. Because being a bantamweight champion, I never imagined this day, like coming so fast, because this is not my natural division. I fight in flyweight, and coming to be a champion in bantamweight, come on. Yeah. It's so amazing, and I'm happy for it.
So just to add to that, you know, it's important we realize she took this fight as a bantamweight, but she is a flyweight. She's 57, that's where she wants to be. And what I said to her manager, Yadad, is this opens up a gateway for her to now contend at flyweight if she wishes to. We'd love to have her fight against Amandalino at flyweight, where I think that would be the best case scenario. Maybe she can become double division champion. Who knows?
I'm ready for that, and I hope it comes fast. Maybe in 3 months, as fast as possible. I'm ready.
So Julia, if you go into the flyweight division, you'll still be prepared to defend your bantamweight belt as well?
Of course I will. I want to be a double champ.
That's great, thank you.
Shadrach, question for you. Earlier on you mentioned the shoulder injury. Do you mind giving us a little bit of information on that, and perhaps when you might be trying to challenge Luke Michael?
So obviously it was in the camp, about 4 weeks prior to the fight. I felt it, saw physio, chiropractors, trying to look after it as much as we could. We nursed it as much as we could as well. And obviously I came down here. In the back of my head, obviously I had it, but then in a fight I had to put it away. I put it on the side, and in the second round, that's when I felt it got a bit worse. So I kind of had to adjust a bit in a way that I had to look after my shoulder as well. I'm going to get back in PE, look after it, and I'm going to see the specialist, obviously, to see what we can do about it. But I don't think it's going to be as long. Until next year, I'm sure we should be 100%. Because I've got December to work, and that's good enough time for me to work as hard as I can to get back next year. So, second event of the year, I'll tell you I'll be ready.
Juliet, can you just stand up? I want to see how that Live Fit EFC champion jacket looks on you, and it looks good. It looks good.
A lot of gold over there. Incredible, incredible. Yeah, we've got, so guys, just to give you a little bit of insight on where the flyweight title guys are. Terence is not going to be at the press conference. He's got to go to the hospital. And Edson is in the back getting sutured. He's got a massive cut from the last sort of exchange. So we can continue with this, or we can wrap it up. I think that's probably what we're going to have to do if you don't have any more questions. Okay, go.
Question for Patrick, actually. Sorry. Patrick, so now that you've gotten this victory, what's your path to glory right now? What's your path to the gold? Are you trying to fight somebody else and then challenge for gold, or are you just trying to go for gold next?
In my honest opinion, I feel like I earned the right to fight against the champion, against Kebesa, because no disrespect to anybody, but I feel like it's the one person that getting a win over will really mean a lot to me, really. Because I want to be one of the best strikers in the world, not just here in Africa. So I call them the African John Jones, you know. So sharing the cage with such a legend like that will really mean a lot to me. And put another win against a guy like that also will mean that I can actually achieve my aim, which is to be one of the best in the world.
Last question from me, Graham. Tonight, there were a few debutants, and I spoke to you about it earlier. Tapelo Siabi and guys like Yassine, who got a performance bonus already on his debut. What do you think of the guys? What do you think of this new talent?
Yeah, the new talent is incredible. We love it, and we are going to be launching a contender series to really cultivate that talent. Guys that can compete, coming straight out of amateurs, that we can pick and handpick after they've fought in this hexagon, and under this bright light, kind of fashioned exactly what they want to do with their careers. So we can watch them and go, we want that guy to turn pro in EFC, and that's the next direction. I think every single one of those guys would have put on great performances in that platform. Luckily, they got into EFC straight away, and they proved that they need to be here because every single one of the debut guys won, and won in really good fashion. All right. That wraps up EFC 119 post-event press conference. Unfortunately, we didn't have the new crown champ with us. That's okay. We'll unpack some stuff. Catch us in December for EFC 120 for one hell of a fight card. We've got so many titles. We've got 3 title fights. We've got Martin van Staden making a comeback, running at an ex-teammate. It's going to be a huge fight night. Thank you, guys. Join us then.
Every year, Africa's greatest sports promotion traditionally ends the annual calendar by going out with a bang. But 2024 is going to hit a whole lot differently. With not 1, not 2, but 3 thrilling title fights. EFC 120 on the 12th of December will be a Christmas collision of combat unlike any other. Jessica Munami will take on Felista Mugo for the women's strawweight title. Then it's a clash of the titans as Martin van Staden challenges Iga Cabeza for Smiley's lightweight strap. And finally, Zakir Badat defends his welterweight belt against the current middleweight king, Luke Michael. It is the most explosive time of the year to ensure the festivities of fists kick off the hellacious holidays of May. EFC 120, Badat versus Michael, Thursday, 12th of December. Broadcast and ticket details at efcworldwide.com.